What is up, guys, and welcome to another edition of the Market Marauder Show. All right, so I'll be talking today about market movers. So, market movers, in my opinion, are stocks that are basically making waves in the market, have big increases, and a lot of news catalysts that are behind them. So, going to be talking about a couple that came across today. First being Netflix. Netflix today ended the day at 501.77, so $501.77. But after hours, it rallied like crazy, given the quarter four 20 results. So I'm going to go over those. But it rallied $61.43 to end the day after hours at $563.20. So definitely tomorrow when the market opens, it's going to be a crazy one. Definitely want to keep your eyes out on for some momentum. If you're doing momentum plays, if you're doing options, as well as if you just want a value stock in general. So, going to look at some quarter results. So 2020, going to read the statement basically. 2020 was an incredibly difficult year with extraordinary loss for so many families and restrictions, and none of us had ever had to live with before the great uncertainty. We're enormously grateful in the uniquely challenging times we've been able to provide our members around the world with the source to escape, connection, and joy while continuing to build our business. With 8.5 million paid net additions in quarter four, and they crossed 200 million paid membership mark. So $8.5 million net addition. So they are racking up quite a big amount of money. And then I think the most important metric is the 200 million paid membership mark. So 200 million people have Netflix and are paid members. So that's not people who, got somebody else's Netflix and are using it. These are just actually people who are paying members. So I think it's a fantastic number that they've hit, and definitely an achievement overall for the company. It says for the full year, they added a record 37 million paid memberships and achieved 25 billion in annual revenue, which is 24% year over year. And they grew their operating profit 76% to 4.6 billion. So overall, financially, they're doing fantastic. They were one of the stay-at-home plays that a lot of people were looking at that definitely were able to take advantage of the pandemic with more people being at home watching Netflix, dealing with what's going on. So I think overall Netflix is really a good valuation at this price, and definitely going to be looking to see it grow some more and potentially hit that $600 mark price. So going to be looking at Netflix for tomorrow to see how it moves, but definitely keep my close eye on them. If we look at the stock, they are bullish based on my indicators. So my indicators are moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. So this purple line is the moving average 100, and this yellow line is the moving average 50. This is from the perspective of Webull. So if you'd like to sign up for Webull and get 4 free stocks when you deposit $100 or more, I have a link down below in the description where you can do so. VWAP, which is this lime green line, is below the moving average 10. So going to be looking for some sideways momentum from them, but that's going to shoot up tomorrow based on this crazy volume after hours. So definitely going to be a whole new chart come tomorrow morning. Next, we're talking about GM, and going to be a GM combined with Microsoft on this one. So today, GM hit $54.84. Then after hours, rallied 75 more cents to get to 55.59. Looking at Microsoft rallied a little bit as well, ending the day at $216.44. Then having a 66-cent after hours rally to end at 217.10. So overall, bullish on GM. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. So they're at all-time highs on there. Microsoft is beginning a bullish uptrend pattern. We see the moving average 10 is above the moving average 50, but has not yet crossed that moving average 100. So both of my indicators are close to being bullish, but not yet confirmed on that. So it may be confirmed tomorrow with that 66-cent push, but overall, still going to be watching it based off this news. So first, talk about GM. Now, last week or a couple of days ago, GM announced that they're going to be launching Bright Drop, new businesses that will electrify and improve delivery of goods. So, just going to read the highlight or the bold section on here. GM's new business will offer integrated ecosystem of electric products, software, and services for first to last mile. Bright Drop's electric pallet, the EP1, will be available in early 2021, and its electric light commercial vehicle, the EV600, will be on road in late 2021. Bright Drop introduces GM's Ultium, I'm saying right, Ultium platform to the commercial vehicle segment and features level 2 and DC fast charging capabilities. And FedEx Express will be the first customer of the new integration solution. So this is kind of a mock-up of what it'll look like. I think it's a fantastic thing they're doing, especially partnering with FedEx Express, having this line of charging vehicles, similar to something that I think a company like Workhorse was trying to do with the USPS, but GM kind of is doing it with the FedEx side. So it's all competition here at this point in time, but I like to see a company jumping into the electrification of the delivery van services. So I think it's a very good move for GM. GM in general, in my opinion, has been making very good strategic moves as a company and definitely going to help them grow into the future. Next, we have an article that came out today, which says Cruise and GM team up with Microsoft to commercialize self-driving vehicles. So Cruise and General Motors today announced that they have entered into a long-term strategic relationship with Microsoft to accelerate the commercialization of self-driving vehicles. The company will bring together software and hardware engineering excellence, cloud computing capabilities, manufacturing know-how, and partner ecosystem to transform transportation to create a safer, cleaner, and more accessible world for everyone. So overall, I think it's a pretty good move. Getting into the self-driving space is definitely trying to, I guess, butt heads with a company like Tesla. Self-driving is something that a lot of companies are trying to tackle, but for GM, to say that they're beginning to jump into the self-driving space is basically, in my opinion, making the EV space and self-driving technology the hot button for 2021. So you have Apple trying to jump into the EV space, and self-driving is, right up there with it. So I think, as time goes on, self-driving and EVs will be one in the same, and definitely going to be an interesting, companionship with Microsoft and GM. So that's why I had those two stocks on there highlighted, and definitely going to be interested to see how this partnership will perform as time goes on. Lastly on here, we have ticker sign XPEV for XPaying. They did hit $54.74 today. Overall, still bullish for them. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100 on the 30-minute chart. So bear that in mind, I'm using the 30-minute chart. You can use whichever time variation that you would like. I just like the 30-minute chart. But moving average 10 above 50 and 100, which is purple and yellow line. And VWAP is below moving average 10, which may indicate that it may be some more sideways momentum for them for tomorrow. They did end at 53.84. After hours went up 5 more cents to end at 53.89. So overall for XPEV, the company XPaying Incorporated still went up. I don't think they went up as much as they should based off the news, but let's jump into some of the articles. So this one came out at the end of 2021, but I thought it was very interesting. They announced that they had a P7 Wing Limited Edition car, which P7 ironically is the same name of the Neo car that was just released a couple of weeks ago. But here's the render of it. They're trying to push this electric luxury sedan type of vehicle, which I think is very interesting overall. It has all the bells and whistles basically of a modern electric vehicle. So I just wanted to show that on there because I thought it was a pretty cool rendering that they had of the vehicle itself. But the more important news on here that came out recently is they unveiled their beta version of the navigation guided pilot function. So they're trying to jump into line with Tesla's technology, having this guided GPS sort of autopilot system. You can see it demonstrated right here, which sort of looks similar to a Tesla. This autopilot system. It shows you the car in the front, shows you your trajectory or your path that you're taking. But overall, I think very interesting technology. If they continue to develop this, maybe a direct competitor to Tesla's autopilot system. In my opinion, Tesla is way ahead of a lot of these companies when it comes to autopilot technology, though. But I do like to see other companies jumping into this technology space with the autopilot self-driving aspect of it. Maybe a little late to the party. It's kind of a race for second, in my opinion. When you see GM, and you see this company XPeng, and then NIO, which already has some of their own technology. So in my opinion, it's a race for second because I think Tesla has the best one out there. But overall, I do like to see that more and more electric vehicle companies or electric vehicle manufacturers are starting to adapt this technology as sort of a standard issue thing for their vehicles. So those are the market watch stocks that I think people should keep their eye out on. We have Netflix, GM, Microsoft, and XPeng. Drop a comment down below. Tell me which stocks you guys are looking at for this week. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.